little brother is a common theme across rivalry games, but there is one where that term has floated predominantly over the landscape of a matchup. And when the Paul Bunyan Trophy is up for grabs, there is nothing little when these brothers start battling. Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. So Michigan's offense will have first crack at this one. This game often testier than Michigan's rivalry with Ohio State, and the Wolverines applied a little extra sting winning a close one last year.
They did. You know, it just left a bad taste in everybody's mouth back in East Lansing all year long. They've talked about it. They've had to hear about it. They've listened to the gloating from their in-state rival. They're looking to flip the script today.
And that's what's so fun about rivalries. You get bragging rights, and especially in the same state, so much disdain for each other. It's so awesome. The fans go bananas, and Michigan State's definitely got something to prove.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? With the catch, it's Marshall. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Great job by the quarterback there. He saw the safety bite on the run fake. So as the safety comes running downhill, he now knows he has the slant throw to his receiver on the outside.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Marshall. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Play action with Underwood. Pulls it in, it's Hansen. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hatred for each other is what makes this game so fun to follow every single year.
And I always feel in this game specifically between Michigan and Michigan State, it's the big-time players and the Heisman candidates that have always stepped up and made big plays. So I can't wait to see what the best players in this game are ready to do.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He slides that just inside the right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Michigan State's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the run, it's Edwards. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he got loose. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Throwing right. Makes the grab. It's McCray. Shakes a man, and he might take off. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. This guy fits that Spartan quarterback mold, a guy who makes plays, a Jeff Smoker, a Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, a guy that you can depend on. You got to find that guy that can complement who you are and what you are, and so you can get a lot of the fans going, go green, go white. Find the complement at quarterback to this offense.
Fires downfield. He's got an open man. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, David.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Creates a little room. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
You know, I know that wasn't a big gainer, but that's going to set some stuff up later for this offense. Trying to run the football and get it established is huge because play-action pass is a big part of what they try to do when they're throwing the ball.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it on the counter. Pulled down for the tackle.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Here's Underwood to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies a bit, David.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on us? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. We're talking about ranking trophies.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lofts one high and deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Pulls it on the option. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback, reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead, because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Underwood. Zings it complete to the right. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Got a man. It's Marsh. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
Throwing, Underwood. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Marshall. Oh, the Houdini-like moves get it to the 22.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Unloads quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Run in the red zone, it's Marshall. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
This drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football, look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play, nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
On the snap, it's Marshall. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines!
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ballgame. That was a late game situation, nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Open on the right side, that's Smith. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And the Spartans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. Timeout taken by the Spartans, their first of 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. That's what tight ends are supposed to do, just have people bouncing off them like spitballs off a battleship.
And when you're a defense, you got to understand, we got to swarm to the football because these big dudes, they break tackles and they can get loose if we're not tackling with multiple guys. Nice effort by the big fella.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it down the field. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much to break down from a spirited first half between Michigan and Michigan State with the Paul Bunyan Trophy at stake. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Michigan State plays out.
The Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive. Turning it on! Got enough for the first. The 40, the 30, the 10. Touchdown, Spartan! That one will give them the lead. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Marshall. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. To throw, it's Underwood. Here comes the heat. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And you thought maybe in this second half, this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here comes the Spartans offense, ready to go to work. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
The Spartans very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there, they can be efficient. Make no mistake, they're going to run the football, but when you get that Kirk Cousins guys, you start to really like the offense.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've set the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
Makes the grab. It's Moore. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle.
And a nice job finding my wide receiver. And then how about the wide receiver turning into a running back, getting upfield, getting some positive yards, and getting the first down.
The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Edwards. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
From the red zone, looking for a man. Finds his man down the middle. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays, and now set up for 1st and goal.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Bulldozes his way through. Touchdown, Spartans! He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run.
Number 37, set to kick off.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Underwood to throw. Takes the easy completion. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan State has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. He's got him. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Underwood. That's caught. It's Marshall. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, a great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. Makes the grab over the middle. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incomplete pass, there is a player down on the field. That is their sophomore quarterback who's shaken up. Holly Rowe will check on him. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw it. Trying to make magic with his feet. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble.
There he goes. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time, you get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Under fire. Got a man in the middle. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
The throw. Out of the backfield, he's open. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The run inside. It's Marshall. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Bringing the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Listen, I love when my quarterback gets outside the pocket. I got an opportunity to make a huge play. But when it's not there, now I want him to make the simple play. Throw it away. Don't take the sack. Don't take the loss of yards plays.
There is a school of thought, take the field goal here, onside kick, and try to get it back to score. But they'll go for it on 4th down. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. Keeps it on 1st down. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment in football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to.
Couldn't find any way to get out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
That is exactly what the defense was hoping for. Down close to the end zone, they bring the all-out blitz. They've got numbers, they've got people shooting gaps, and they didn't give the offense a second to even think. They were swarmed and surrounded, getting that safety.
So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Here's the return. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Throwing, Underwood. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, this offense hasn't had a ton of success today, and it's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
To the air, it's Underwood. Caught over the middle, it's Marsh. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. I don't think the pressure's going to get to these guys. This is when it's fun. Late in the game, down one score, gotta have it right now. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And I love that the QB understood, I'm going to put some stank on this. I'm going to throw it as hard as I can quickly, right when he's breaking out of that curl. Nice job getting it to him quick so he could get a first down.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. That's caught. It's Marshall. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Gonna take a shot on second and short. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Slides, avoids the punishment, and picks up the first down.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one. So in this one, it's little brother playing like big brother and flexing their muscles as Michigan State will take the Paul Bunyan Trophy back to the banks of the Red Cedar. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.